What is up, y'all? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am Ant, and I am joined by my bud.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the Kentucky Nightmare, Dusty, as well as the WWE Recap Champion.
That's right, dude. I mean, listen, only for a couple more weeks. You got 4 more weeks. Don't listen. There is still time. Keep it while you can, because in 4 weeks, the Italian God is making a return. So be ready for that. Yes, Dusty is our champion, and also a little promo, a little build for upcoming stuff. We have Impact Sacrifice, which is taking place. Well, by the time this airs, it will be taking place last night. So we'll be having our Sacrifice recap dropping soon, sometime this week. And tonight, you are checking out AEW Revolution. We have our predictions for the 2022 special, March 6th, 2022. It's going to be a huge night filled with great matches, 12 matches overall. And I'm excited. How do you feel about the card? How do you feel about the matches?
I'm feeling really, really well about the matches, actually. I think my favorite match is going to be the ladder match or I don't know. I think the women's matches are actually not horrible. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what AEW does. And whenever they put on a pay-per-view, they're really great. And I do wonder, something to talk about, a little breaking news from Tony Khan this past Wednesday. He revealed that he is now the owner of Ring of Honor. I wonder if something is going to get started tonight with Ring of Honor, put something in motion. Anything could happen. Anything is possible at a Revolution. But I mean, hey, what a revolution that would be if Ring of Honor superstars came in and just, I hate saying superstars, pro wrestlers, man. Fuck that. For pro wrestling, man. The pro wrestlers. But yeah, so let's go over the card. So it's actually taking place in Orlando, Florida. Sunny. Maybe they go to Disney World. Maybe they can go to Universal. Wherever they want to go.
Not Disney World. Oh no.
Aren't they like big Universal fans?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, man, but yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no. I just have a phobia of a Disney character. I'm not gonna say which one, but.
What do you mean phobia?
A phobia, like I'm scared of a Disney character. I'm not gonna say which character.
I can tell you one that I'm terrified of.
Which one?
Well, you have to tell me yours first.
I have a phobia of Woody.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Woody?
Yeah. From Toy Story, yeah.
He was my favorite. What is it about him that bothers you?
When I was it's nothing like him. He looks creepy. I'm not a huge fan of dolls unless it's Chucky or like something like from a horror movie. But Woody's just always gave me the creeps, as well as I was growing up when the Woody dolls were popular and stuff, and every kid like had them to the point where it just started to creep me out over the years. Then I had like, a past, yeah. And then like when I was a kid and Sid was getting scared by the toys or whatever in the first movie, I had nightmares about that for years.
I love that. I love how I was fucking 3 years old watching that movie, getting all excited. I had a little RC racer. Sid was an asshole. He deserved it. He was fucking breaking all the toys.
Yeah, but the toys were like, it was just a scary
They were broke. He broke all of them, and that's why they looked like that. He tortured them. So they're like, fuck you, Sid.
Yeah, I was okay with the toys. It's just Woody's like thing scared me. The head turn.
I can see people being afraid of the weird doll with the head and the weird fucking like spider legs. You know what I'm talking about? That weird doll thing with
that thing's adorable.
What?
Yeah, it's adorable, bro.
It's very friendly.
Yeah.
But,
oh, yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, I was terrified of like the fucking hag from Snow White.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say some sort of like scary
no.
like, yes, we're about to be a team on this. I guess.
Nah. Well, she is creepy. I do admit that. A bunch of Disney villains are creepy, especially like, just the vibe of them, you being a little kid and seeing that. Ooh.
Snow White's fucking terrifying when she has the transition from the fucking lady to the hag. Jesus Christ, right?
Oh, yeah.
That shit's terrifying. Anyways,
welcome to the Disney podcast. I'm your host Dusty, and I'm joined here by my pal and
what up?
Okay.
That's a great idea, Dusty. Maybe we'll do our own Disney phobia podcast.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So we're gonna go over the matches that are on the buy-in first. And the first match we're gonna talk about is QT Marshall taking on Hook. Now, the past couple of weeks on Rampage and Dynamite, we've seen QT Marshall basically taking credit for Hook's ability in the ring. And he's saying that, Hook, was trained by me, he was inspired by me. He wants to be like me, and he pretty much trash talks Hook. And QT Marshall said that he was going to stretch Hook in front of Taz. Hook came out, took out QT's security guards, and left. So
swag. You forgot with swag.
Complete swag. So do you think QT Marshall and his I don't know if he's still a part of a group or not, but do you think he's going to be able to be the first person to stop Hook, or is Hook just going to send QT hacking?
Well, okay. Yeah. So he's still part of the Nightmare factory, not family, but factory, like the bad side. But personally, I love Hook to death. I think Hook is fucking amazing. He dead ass, he's amazing. I personally think Hook's gonna beat QT.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty obvious. I mean, Hook is just he's really athletic,
He's really good. He has swag, he has the charm, he has the looks, he has the fighting skills. He can be he can be the fifth pillar of the AEW.
There you go. I mean, I also am really interested in wrestlers whose parents were wrestlers. I want to see what they do. And Hook is really fucking impressive. I mean, he just dropped that dude, suplexed him like he was nothing. And that's a good wrestler when they make it look easy, because it's not easy at all. So, Dusty, you went with Hook. Well, I'm going to agree with you. I think Hook is obviously going to win. I think if you think QT is going to win, good luck. And Nick actually agrees with us. He thinks Hook is going to win too. So all three of us, I have a feeling Hook is going to end up winning.
Yeah. Also, before we continue, we forgot to say this, but Nick is not here for this episode. He will be here for next ones. He's just feeling a bit under the weather.
I completely forgot.
He did send his predictions. It's fine. I got you covered.
Dusty's trying to take over. He's like, it's fine. I'm gonna kill you when you're sleeping, and then I'm just gonna kill you.
I'm telling you, dude, the nightmare effect. I'm gonna glitch your stuff out. I mean, I already broke your phone.
Yeah, over. Yeah, my phone. Anyways, thanks, nightmare effect. Yes, as Dusty said, Nick is under the weather, but he will be here for our recap. Revolution. Yes, he did set his prediction. So we all think Hook is going to win that one. Next, Layla Hirsch will be taking on Chris Statner. And these two, their issues have gone very personal. Chris Statlander, pretty much made fun of the fact that Layla was adopted, and said, "No wonder why your parents gave you up." And also Chris Statlander did make Layla Hirsch tap out, which upset Layla and just sent her on a war path towards Chris Statlander. Dusty, I'm going to go to you. Well, I'll go first. I think Chris Statlander is going to win this one just because Layla Hirsch is dominant. When I saw her live, she's really fucking short. But I think Chris Statlander is going to be the one to beat Layla and beat her, whatever. But who do you think is going to win this one?
I'm going to throw a curveball. I'm going to think that Layla's going to beat Chris due to the fact that Chris has the upper hand going in because she made her tap out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it might be interesting to see her get the win over. Okay.
I mean, I'd rather have Chris win, but I feel like Layla's going to win, you know?
Is Layla from? I have to find out where Layla's from because the first time I ever heard her speak, and she had a accent. So
I think she's British.
really,
I think so. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I think she might be British or something.
oh, she's Russian.
Oh shit! I was totally off.
And she's actually born. And wow, she's younger than me. She's 25.
Wow.
Yep, she is. Yeah, she's Russian.
Isn't she shorter than you are, or unless you're shorter than she is, because you know.
She's fucking 4'11", asshole. I'm like 5'8". Here's
Only 5'8".
Well, how tall are you, Dusty?
Like 5'11" or 6 foot.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not know this?
Listen, they say that the taller people,
The harder they fall. Yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
Fun fact for a lot of people here, and you will like this because you are a indie guy, right? And I don't know if you really, but I just found out that Joe Gacy, he trained Layla Hirsch.
Mm-hmm. I knew that.
I did not know that. Interesting fact.
Yeah.
Was Layla Hirsch on the indie scene as well, or is this?
I'm pretty sure she was like for a bit, but I'm pretty sure she was. She wasn't one of the ones I looked out for. There's only a few like certain people I look out for, and then I hear names of other like indie stars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh, that's interesting. I look them up to know more because I have an addiction with indie stuff.
So for some reason, I looked her up afterwards. For some reason, she just, I don't want to say stroke a nerve because that's the wrong word, but there was something about her that was interesting. And so I'm interested in her. I like her a bit. I would love to see, and I wonder if she's probably shorter than Ronda. How tall is Ronda Rousey?
I don't know.
Ronda is
5 something probably.
Why doesn't it tell you? It doesn't tell you. Oh, yeah, she's like 5 something. Wait, she's 5'7". Yes, damn.
Yeah.
Ronda's a tall. Okay.
She's as tall as you almost. Damn.
Yeah, at least I know I got. Well, no, I wouldn't get it. Unless Ronda would fuck me up. Anyways, okay.
What did Nick say?
Nick went with Chris Statlander. He thinks the Galaxy Lady is gonna take over.
So yeah. I'm the one that is different. This could be the way I win again.
So far, yeah, but we might have some different ones too. You never know. Yeah, you do normally when the two people have the same one. Yeah. Okay. Here's our last match that's on the buy-in. The House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews taking on the Death Triangle, which is Pac and Pentagon Jr. and Eric Redbeard with Alex Aubrey. How do you say that? Abrahantes?
Abrahanti. Yeah, Abrahanti. Yeah.
And when I saw Dynamite Live, it was interesting to see Buddy Matthews debut. I went hard to see him. I really like Buddy Matthews. I like this whole entire group, House of Black. But I also do like Death Triangle. And Eric Redbeard, it's a cool dynamic to see him in the match because you know how close he is with Brody Lee. And I haven't seen him wrestle in a while. So that's definitely
since WWE, yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been, yeah.
Yeah. And it's an added attraction to see him involved in this match. So I'll throw it to you, Dusty. Who do you think is going to win this?
Okay, I'm going to give a reason. I think House of Black's going to win because they are planning to sign Buddy Matthews to a full contract, I feel like. So they might push that team, and then down the future have like, it break up and Matthews be his own star, because Matthews is really good at what he does.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I'm a big Buddy Matthews fan. I really like him. And I feel like WWE dropped the ball as usual.
Classic WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what they're doing to Mustafa Ali. So like,
it's Mustafa
Ali. My bad. Mustafa Ali. They're like, he's not doing shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. He pretty much asked for his release, and they didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much just like leaving him hanging. So then, my question is.
You forgot to give yours and Nick's opinions on the matter.
Well, no, I was gonna add. Well, I don't mean question. You mentioned Buddy Matthews being signed, and this sort of just sparked me. And we're gonna take another level for a minute. I just found out that they're gonna supposedly sign Paige Van Zant on Wednesday on Dynamite.
Sign who?
Paige Van Zant.
Oh shit!
Yeah, she's gonna sign her contract on Dynamite.
Hopefully that goes well.
Yeah, I hope so too. She's a fucking beast, but we'll have to see how she does in the ring. But anyways, I'm gonna go with the House of Black too, because they're a great team. They're dominant. They gas. I do like the Bastard. I do like Pentagon Jr. I don't understand this whole new gimmick, though. With him, I was telling. I don't know if you could check it out in our archives. My recap of the Dynamite episode. When I went there live, the whole mystique was away because there was one dude that like came out and picked up a tombstone that was there for the set of Pentagon's like arrival, and he lifted it up like it was nothing. Left with it, so I was like, the mystique is gone. But I fucking love the House of Black, and that's why I'm going with them. And Nick agrees with us too. He went with the House of Black as well. So far, the only difference we have is, does he think Hirsch is going to win? So.
Wait, what?
The only difference right now is that you think Hirsch is going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, so now we're on our actual pay-per-view card. And the first match we're going to talk about is for the AEW TBS title. The AEW TBS champion Jade Cargill defending against Tay Conti. What do you think? I mean, Jade Cargill has been unbeatable. She is an impressive athlete and a great champion. And I don't know if Tay Conti is I don't want to say she's not a bad wrestler whatsoever, but I don't know if she's a good enough opponent for Jade. But what do you think? Who do you think is going to win or lose?
I think Jade's going to win.
Jade. And why? Just because she's dominant?
Yeah, that, and she's dominant as well as, there's talks and stuff. So you never know.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just saying her because it's a guess.
This is a fun little question. If Jade wins, who do you think should beat Jade to become the TBS champion, and why?
Honestly, I think Shida.
Ooh, Shida.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, she did just return on Rampage attacking the Professor Serena Deeb, so you never know. She could be on
as well as she was the longest reigning AEW Women's Champion.
Of course. Especially when it's just getting good, Okay, yeah. So Nick also thinks Jade Cargill is going to win.
Who do you think?
I thought Jade was going to win too. I mean, obviously, that this one is a no-brainer, I think, at least, because it's I like Tay Conti, but she's not a strong enough force to stop someone that has been unbeatable. I think it's how many wins? 28?
Yeah.
So that's my thought on there. So moving on, the next match is a 6-man tag AHFO. Andrade El Idolo, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy taking on Darby Allin, Sting, and the TNT champion Sammy Guevara.
This is a random matchup. I'm gonna say this now.
Yeah. A random pairing. I mean, all 6 men. I don't understand why Isaiah Cassidy's in this one because I know he's a part of Private Party, right? So I don't understand why
Private Party is part of the Hardy compound, like, Hardy family.
But is his partner injured or?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
That's why I'm wondering, like, why isn't it Andrade and Private Party? Why is it one member of Private Party and Andrade and Matt Hardy? It's weird the way they do it.
It is weird, especially because, like, even if he was injured, you got to think the Hardy household has more tag teams that are never on TV anymore. Butcher and Blade, Hybrid 2. Like, where did those guys go?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a it's gonna be a random pairing. But I do think it will be a good match because Sammy Guevara is great in the ring. Andrade is great. People love Sting, so they're gonna be excited to see him. But let's go to predictions. Who do you think is gonna win?
I think Sammy's team is gonna win.
Sammy. Why?
Because just like Sammy's champion, Darby. To be honest, it's kind of like a guessing thing, but at the same time, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with the other people, like Matt Hardy, legend, fucking Private Party guy. I don't know if it's Cassidy or if it's the other one. I don't want to get them confused. It's Isaiah Cassidy. Cassidy is a really good wrestler. Does incredible stuff. And, of course, Andrade, really good guy.
Yeah.
But I just think that Darby and Sting and Sammy's team are going to get the dub on this one.
Okay. Yeah, I think Darby, Sammy, and Sting are going to win. I think just because Sting is involved in this one, you always want to give him that sort of honor and distinction, I guess you could say. But I think it is definitely going to be a good match, but it's going to be more about Sting's taking over and and So Nick agrees with us. He also thinks that the team of Darby, Sting, and Sammy are going to win. So, I mean, again, the only match that's different is the Layla Hirsch one. I love how the matches that don't matter is the one that actually matters. Like, not that they don't matter, but the ones that aren't even on. That's
just like the chamber thing.
Yeah.
The one match that didn't matter was I won the kickoff.
Yep. Well, okay, next we have the AEW Tag Team Championships on the line in a triple threat match. The AEW Tag Team Champion Jurassic Express defending against the Young Bucks and Red Dragon. A lot of different elements in this one. The Young Bucks and Red Dragon were former friends. They are in a situation with Adam Cole where they're both trying to pull at him. And this shit's gonna the fan between the four of them.
It's a love triangle.
Yeah, it's a situation between them. And you also have Jurassic Express, which a lot of people have been not really big fans of them as being tag team champions. And I don't dislike them. I think they're good champions. I don't think they're terrible, but I feel like they haven't really defended them enough to really say if they're good or not. And then the Red Dragon, for me, it's always interesting to see them because I always try to root for the former WWE guys. I know it sounds kind of like, but for me, that's a bit more of a fun element to it. So for this match, I'm going to go with Red Dragon. I think Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are going to be able to take home the AEW Tag Team titles. It may be a crazy prediction, but that is my prediction. What do you think?
My prediction is that Jurassic Express are gonna keep the championships.
Ooh, you think they're gonna? What makes you think they're gonna retain?
Kind of just a guess, as well as like it wasn't too long ago that they got the titles.
Yeah.
And I think that with Red Dragon and Young Bucks are gonna not be able to put to like, they're gonna distract each other.
Yeah. Okay. So there you think it's gonna? I see what you're saying. It's gonna be one of those sort of like classic wins where it's the two teams are fighting, and then I'm gonna run in and roll up or do some kind of thing like that. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Nick actually agrees with me, and he thinks Red Dragon is going to be able to pull it off. I mean, they might. You never know.
Yeah. No.
It's a good way to kind of foster a new era. But we will have to see. All right, next.
Also, before we go to the next one, can I just say how much I love Jungle Boy's theme song?
Oh
that's
my
all.
God!
That's such a good theme. Oh, okay. We go on to the next one.
I will literally sit with my headphones on and fucking.
Oh my God! Jam out to that. Oh fuck yeah!
Give me the order. Give me the order. Right.
Oh yeah. When I hear it, it makes me want to climb trees and
Listen, I
jump
like that
people.
one. I like Roman Reigns' entrance. I know a lot of people. I like it. I liked Ciampa's "No One Will Survive." I really enjoy a lot of AEW's entrance music. I love. I like Destination Unknown. Ruby.
So I love Hook's theme. He has a good theme too.
Hook. I have to listen to it. I haven't heard it.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good.
But anyways, yeah. So I really enjoy the theme. Okay, so we have 6 more matches to cover. A lot of matches on this card. Excuse me. Next, we have a match that is going to see 2 sort of veterans going at it. Y2J. Chris Jericho taking on Eddie Kingston, and these 2 have been going at it for a while now. It's sort of caused the breakup of the inner circle, this issue with Jericho and Eddie Kingston. Basically, Eddie Kingston claims that Chris Jericho uses people for his own advantage and that Jericho is a joke. And Eddie Kingston is a real hard-working wrestler, and he's here to not talk. He doesn't want to talk with Jericho. He wants to fight and prove himself. And Jericho just pretty much says that, like, when you were on the indies and when you came up, I'd never even heard of you. So when everyone was all excited to see you, I didn't really care because I didn't know you like that. So
it's time. It's the portion of the podcast called Dusty's Rant. Because I'm about to. Okay. I think Chris is going to win because, in this situation, it looks like Chris is going to win and maybe turn heel. He could happen. But, either way, I see just Christian winning. It's time to rant because I strongly dislike Eddie Kingston. I think his wrestling's garbage. I think his mic skill is mediocre at best. All he's been doing lately is whining, bitching, complaining.
So you think it's going to be Jericho?
Chris Jericho, yeah. I did my rant about Eddie because I can't stand him, dude. He's the one wrestler I can't stand.
What is it about? Is like, because I know you watched the indies, so is it he wasn't as good? Like, what is it about?
Bro, the thing is, on the indies, didn't like him on the indies. I don't like him on AEW. I just don't like him. I don't like his wrestling. I don't like his mic skills because it's mediocre, but it's overrated, super overrated. And I don't understand why.
See, I really like Eddie Kingston. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of his match with Punk. I feel like that was a little overrated. But his promo, I became a fan after his promo with Jericho and just seeing him in the ring. But I haven't seen his work on the indies, so I can't really judge him on that level. But I will say though, what I do like about him is that both of them did make me interested in this match. Because I am really looking forward to it.
Well,
the
me
shot,
too. But
the
like, I
shots that they were
just
taking, but
yeah.
ugh.
I mean, I'm interested in too. It's just I'm not a fan of Kingston.
Do you think he will? So you don't think they're gonna push him? You think they're just gonna make Jericho beat him?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
And then like do something story wise with that one.
gotcha. Okay, hey, why not? Jericho's the fucking bomb. He also looks really good. He lost a lot of weight. He's the bomb. That's why I do fucking Jay. Who doesn't like Chris Jericho? Although I like Chris Jericho, I do think Eddie Kingston is gonna win. Because I feel like if he doesn't win, like I don't know if I've said this to you yet, Dusty, but when it comes to me making predictions, I try to look at like what's the benefit? Who is it gonna benefit more? What is the point? What are we supposed to take from it? And I think that if you have Eddie Kingston lose, there's really no benefit to the match, right? The whole point is that Eddie Kingston wants to prove that he's better than Jericho, and Jericho earns his respect. If Eddie doesn't win, then he really doesn't have anyone's respect. And maybe that will make his character become kind of like, even more on a downward spiral where he's like, fuck everybody. But I think if Jericho were to win, I feel like it wouldn't really do anything for the rivalry or Eddie Kingston or Jericho. So I went with Eddie Kingston, and Nick went with Eddie Kingston too, actually. So again, different.
Wow, you guys are just sharing every answer.
I don't know what is happening here. I don't know. So we are also going to move on to our next match. Then we are going to take a quick break. Our next match is the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and the competitors in this match are Keith Lee, I'm excited to see him, Orange Cassidy, the FTW champion Ricky Starks, Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Christian Cage. Dusty, who do you think is going to win this one?
Okay. Like buckling your seatbelt to the Kentucky Nightmare, the Dusty Cup champion of the Elimination Chamber reaction is gonna to tell you why I am right.
Yep.
My third eye sees the winner. Keith Lee and Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobb, they're not going to win because they're going to start a feud together for the FTW championship to make that kind of a better title, you know. So who does that leave? Oh, it leaves Wardlow, Christian Cage, and it's just them, right? Or is there someone else? I'm trying to remember.
It was Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy.
Okay. So Orange Cassidy, I don't see him really winning it. I mean, he could just pull up and win. That would be cool. And like Orange Cassidy, I mean, he could win. But I don't really see Wardlow winning because he's going to do that stuff with MJF personally, that feud, because that's just steaming. It's steaming. It's going to happen. So Christian Cage, more than likely, but then Orange Cassidy's a big possibility. Actually, second thought, okay, bam, my third eye is acting up, okay. Christian Cage just lost the Impact title not so long ago. So he had a title. So, there would be no point for him to win this ladder match. It's going to be Orange Cassidy, OC, not OJ. My bad. This isn't football. OC's going to win.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm basic. I went with Keith Lee because I want to see him win. So I just went with him. And Dan, he went with Wardlow.
You mean Nick?
Oh my God. Hi, Nick. Hi, Dan. I've been doing this for way too long, obviously. I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. Nick went with Wardlow. So, hey, you might see Wardlow win this one. Or, like you said, you might see Orange Cassidy, or my pick, Keith Lee, or it could be someone completely different and be.
So this is gonna be the game changer.
This one should be, yeah. I think this match will be the one that settles the score. So we are going to start with a quick break, and we are then going to come back and we are going to cover Jon Moxley versus American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, DMD, CM Punk versus MJF, and
The important stuff.
Yes, and our main event, AEW Champion Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole. Stay. The Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast family would like you to check out Anchor.
With Anchor, you can record, edit, and publish your own podcast for free.
Distributing your podcasts has never been this easy with Anchor, which allows you to send out your podcast to platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and much, much more.
Get uncensored and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Yes, definitely be sure to check out Anchor. It is the best place to create and distribute your podcast for free. We here at the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast use it, so definitely check it out. Also, be sure to check us, the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, out wherever streaming platforms are available. So you can check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, so much shit, guys, that you can find us anywhere. Just search us and you'll find us. Check us out on YouTube, the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay notified when new content is created. And when you're checking us out on whichever streaming platform you're checking us out, give us a 5-star rating so that more people can hear our podcast. But back to AEW Revolution. Next, we're going to talk about a match that I'm kind of looking forward to. Not kind of, but I am looking forward to. Jon Moxley versus the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I have been dying to see this match since both of them both debuted in AEW, because I was like, oh yeah, they're going to tear the house down. Pretty much the story behind this is which man is going to believe, which man is going to get fucked up here. Dusty, who do you think is going to win this one?
This is a complete. Any of them could win. I possibly, a dead ass, like there's no way to honestly tell. Personally, okay, I'm going to throw out there like a random guess. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a random guess. It's not who I want to win because I don't like Jon Moxley, nor do I like Bryan Danielson.
Wow.
So I'm just going to throw out there. I think that Danielson's going to win. Or it may just come out as a brawl, no contest. Yes, it'd be hilarious if that happened, and you'll be like, "Wait, what the hell?"
Well, then here's what we'll do. If it's a no contest, well, here's your option. Okay, you can let me know if you want to do this.
Okay.
If it's a no contest, you get 5 extra points.
Okay, bet.
If it's not a no contest, you lose 5 points.
Actually, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I think that Danielson's gonna win.
There you go. See, that's how you get the fucking truth. That's how you get the real answer there. All right, so you think Danielson is going to win? All right. God, it's like 2 against 1 here. Nick and I both think that Jon Moxley is going to win this one. I don't know. I feel like it would be interesting to see Daniel. Well, see, I'm so used to WWE that I feel like I'm just going by whatever I think they're going to pick. It would be interesting to see Bryan Danielson win because he's such a good heel, and you're obviously going to all root for Jon Moxley because he's, a good guy and has a sort of stone cold aspect about him. But I just think they're going to have Moxley win. I feel like Moxley has more to gain winning this match than Bryan Danielson does, I guess, in my opinion. And yeah, so again, a match that we're all split with.
The thing is, either way you look at it, this is not going to be the last match of the feud.
Oh no!
No way. Oh yeah.
Just the beginning. Okay. Next, we have a match that I'm also looking forward to be honest. It's for the AEW Women's Championship. The AEW Women's Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending against Thunder Rosa. And what I like about this match is they brought the actual personal situation to a head. Thunder Rosa went on Renee Paquette's oral sessions interview, which I'm glad she changed it to just the sessions now because it's odd, the oral sessions. And basically, she just talked about how she felt after the St. Patrick's Day smash and after their Lights Out match. Britt Baker seemed to be the one that everyone was talking about and was praising her. And no one really talked about Thunder Rosa, who actually won that match. And when I saw the interview, I kind of felt, I do like Rosa. I really do like her. But I do feel it was kind of like, oh, what about me? What about me? So when Britt Baker brought that to the forefront, I thought that was cool. And I liked it. And I thought it was interesting to see that. So I think I'm going to be different here. And I'm going to go with Baker. I think Britt Baker is going to retain the title in this one. I think there's going to be some kind of screw job finish. But I think Britt's going to win. What do you think, Dusty?
I think that Britt Baker's also going to win. Because I just see, I see her title run not coming to an end just yet. As well as Thunder Rosa isn't really but then again, Riho was not signed with AEW, and she was the first AEW champion. But I just see Britt Baker being champion for a bit longer, even though I personally think she needs like a breathing machine or something out there.
I agree with you.
2 seconds in the match, and she's already out of breath.
I was gonna say I like both of them, but I do think Britt Baker. She won the title last May, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, she could lose it to Rosa on a big. I mean, this is the last pay-per-view before the next one's in when August, May. She could lose it at Double or Nothing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'd see her losing at Double or Nothing.
Right. Okay. So our friend Nick went and picked Thunder Rosa to win. He thinks she's gonna finally be the one to beat Dr. Britt Baker, and who knows, it could be her. Next, we have 4 matches. The special dog collar match, CM Punk taking on MJF. So much history behind this one. MJF looked up to CM Punk as a child, and I knew MJF was telling the sob story just to gain advantage of CM Punk. He made CM Punk feel sorry for MJF. Sean Spears, Wardlow, they brutally attacked CM Punk on Dynamite. And these two are in for
it was a war. Yeah.
It's going to be a war. So let me get your first thought. Who do you think is going to win?
I think Punk's going to win because MJF's been beating Punk.
Yeah. Punk needs to get a win. I agree. I think Punk is going to win too. And Nick agrees too. I mean, I think it's going to be a great match. It's going to be a hell of a match. But I do agree. I do think CM Punk needs to get a win here if he's going to have any sort of relevance and not just an old guy, you know? All right. We are here at our main event of Revolution, what I think is going to be the main event. The AEW World Championship. The AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page, taking on Adam Cole. Will we see cowboy shit, or will we see Adam Cole?
A new champion, baby. Yeah.
Champion, baby. Right?
Yeah.
So obviously these two also have a rivalry that stems back in, I don't want to say it wrong, but the Indies, right? They were, and then even Japan, like these guys have been around the world together. They were friends, they were enemies, and now they're gonna fight in the United States. So on a worldwide stage of AEW, I'm gonna go with my pick first. I have a feeling that Adam Cole is gonna win. I like Hangman Adam Page. I just feel like his title run hasn't been great. It's not really his fault because he had just won the title. I know. I kind of want to say Page is going to win, but I kind of want to go with who I want to win. So I'm going with Adam Cole. How about you?
Adam Page is gonna win because again, he's not really holding it that long. Plus, he's like this big guy on AEW to where if he has the belt and he doesn't have a super long first reign with it, it would kind of be just pointless, just all of that building and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Page is gonna win.
You know, it's all about the boom. Doo-doo.
Is that what Nick thought? Does Nick agree with you and think it's Adam Cole?
No, Nick thinks it's Hangman Adam Page.
The
But
first
you know
time
it's
you
all
guys
about the
disagree.
boom.
Whoa, that's like the first time you guys disagree besides the ladder match.
Yep. Well, because he doesn't know it. He doesn't get it that it's all about the boom.
Nah. I feel like I feel like Cowboy shit's gonna beat Adam Cole baby's ass. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see.
Yes, we will, and so will all of you. Revolution is tonight, starting at 8 p.m. The buy-in kicks off at 7:00 on YouTube. You could purchase the pay-per-view event on your cable provider. You can also check it out on BR Sport, the app. Or if you live out of the United States and you live internationally, you can check out Fight TV. It is going to be a hell of a show, a hell of a night. 12 matches. CM Punk and the dog collar against MJF. Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. The Face of the Revolution ladder match. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. The main event, Adam Cole versus Adam Page. This is a huge card stack. Things are going to change. Which match are you most looking forward to?
I am mostly looking forward to the Hook match because again, I love Hook. Hook is great, and I just like to see him get that momentum. Plus the fact that he's in a pay-per-view now. This is gonna be his first pay-per-view match.
That's right.
So it can't be just him just fucking murdering a QT. And then, locking in the red room. He's going to get hit a couple of times, like probably more than he has. Mm-hmm. And the sad thing is, it's not going to be by QT. It's going to be by his factory goons.
Oh, okay. I'm excited. You got me pumped up for that one. So, yes. I have so many matches. This is probably the card that I'm most excited for to see because just the card is stacked. You don't want to miss it. Check out Revolution tonight, starting at 8 p.m. And yeah, it's the first pay-per-view of 2022 for All Elite Wrestling, and it's going to be a kickoff. Do you think there's going to be any surprise appearances? Do you have anything like that? Or you think it's just going to be
not really, due to the fact that we had Matthews show up and
Eric Redbeard.
We had a few people show up, so maybe they might dial that, or who knows, we might see recently released stars pop up, or people from the indies. I saw on a dark show my second favorite star of our generation was on AEW, and I was really pumped about it.
Daniels.
No, Blake Christian. What do you mean, Christopher Daniels?
Because my generation, I'm old.
Oh, yeah.
Blake Christian. I never even fucking heard of Blake Christian.
Oh, yeah. He was Trey Baxter in the breakout tournament in NXT.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. He's cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see him. I mean, listen, anybody could come. Ring of Honor. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. And
that.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I mean, you never know. So definitely check it out. It all starts tonight at 8 p.m. That's it. Make sure you subscribe, stay tuned for our AEW Revolution 2022 recap, and enjoy Revolution.
Goodbye.
Bye.